Welcome back to the channel. It's Phantom Echo, and today we're going to be breaking down two of the hottest stories in crypto right now, guys. Bitcoin at 64k is moving pretty calm, but attention is rotating hard into two areas: Hyperliquid's hype and the Solana ecosystem. So in this video, we're going to cover hype, why it's trending, and why Solana is still one of the most important ecosystems to watch, and what I'll be paying attention to for next time. Quick disclaimer first, guys. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy anything. This is a market overview and is for fun and entertainment purposes only. In crypto, attention matters though. Sometimes it shows up before a price move. Sometimes it's just noise. The goal here is to figure out which one we're looking at. So without further ado, let's have a look at hype. So we can see the chart token here on TradingView. So the price at the moment is $68. Yeah, and it's been doing really well over the last couple of months. I remember, when it was trying to fight between $29 and $35-$36, and then it just suddenly unleashed, and we kind of find ourselves kind of way up in the kind of high 60s, early 70s at this moment in time. So it's really had a pretty big move to date. So Hyperliquid is an on-chain perpetual futures platform. So in plain terms, it lets traders trade crypto perps directly on chain. That's its bag. That's its kind of unique USP. So here's why it's interesting. Hyperliquid isn't selling a future idea. It already has users, the real trading volume, and the real fees. That gives Hype a clearer story than most tokens out here. It's not, we might do this, it's in our roadmap, we're planning on doing it in the future. They're actually doing it now and delivering proofs in the pudding, so to speak. So the narrative is simple. If traders keep using Hyperliquid, the platform keeps generating fees, and then those fees support buybacks and burns, and that gives the token a clear value token story. More volume means more fees support more buybacks, and more burns reduce the supply. That is why the market believes that this loop can continue. The Hyperliquid flywheel, some people call it. It starts to look very different from a normal hype-driven altcoin. That's why people call it a real revenue play, and we can see that from the on-chain metrics. But of course, with all cryptos, there are risks. Hype has already had a strong move, as we've just talked about earlier, and we find ourselves pushing $70 again. And when the token gets popular, pullbacks can be sharp. If everyone's already bullish, some of the good news is already priced in. So that's something to kind of really think about, given the price move we've already had on Hyperliquid that we can kind of see from the chart here. Here's just an example, a big buy-in, and the next candle is down, red candle there as well. So I wouldn't call Hype a guaranteed upside. I'd call it one of the strongest current narratives, and it has been in the crypto space over the last several months as well. But because it has a product, it has the usage, it has the fees, the burns, the attention is all on in the one story. The question is whether it's still early, as on-chain metrics kind of show, or they don't show. That's where people need to kind of make up their mind, or whether the market has already priced that in. So watch for the volume, watch the fees, and whether the burns stay in the conversation and are kind of trimming off a lot of the supply, or whether they're just kind of token and trivial. So later this year and into 2027, I can see Hype easily getting into the 200 to 300 range. Again, nothing in this video is financial advice, guys. So plenty of upside left. I definitely would say so there as well, but be kind of careful. It could get volatile in the future as well. So on the flip side, let's have a little look at Solana. So I'll just load up that chart there. So we find Solana at 72.60 at this moment. So they're kind of getting quite comparable prices at this moment in time. So again, going back kind of several months, there was a big disparity between the two of them. Now they're pretty close. So Sol is different from Hype because it's not tied to one product. Solana is a base chain for a whole ecosystem. It has DeFi apps, Memecoins, launchpads, trading bots, wallets, NFTs, stable coins, and tons of retail activity as well, coming from lots of different angles there, rather than just on Hyperliquid it being the perps. So the reason Solana keeps coming back into the conversation is simple. When crypto gets speculative, Solana is usually where the speculation happens. It's fast, it's cheap, and it has a strong trading culture. A lot of that is down to meme coins and pump.fun. You either love them or you hate them, but that is where Solana is these days, and without that, the Solana price arguably would be a lot lower, or be curtailed into future upside as well, because it's a whole ecosystem play now with lots of different options. So a few angles I'm watching on Solana myself, not just the core asset. So are there more users? Is there more volume coming to the network? Having a look at Jupiter, the main kind of DEX on Solana as well, is a kind of a good metric to kind of look at. Are people swapping and rotating into Solana? Are they using Jupiter? Looking at kind of like TVL locked on there as well, and looking at kind of like the amount of trades volume per day as well. It's got strong meme narratives as well. It's got PENGU, which has a recognizable brand, and the meme angle as well. Everyone loves a nice penguin. We've got pudgy penguins as well, recognized, and a simple visual story as well for NFTs. And then there's lots and lots of growth at the moment, and also coming on the AI agent front as well. So whether that's going to kind of turn out to kind of be really fruitful, or whether it's just background noise at the moment, that will play out in the near future, guys. So when I look at Solana, I'm not just watching the Solana chart. I'm not just sitting here working out where it can get to. I'm looking at, are traders coming back in size? Are the apps getting real use? Are people building on it? Are there lots more kind of meme coins kind of launching and being substantial? And I will look to compare that Solana against the big boys like Bitcoin and ETH as well, and looking at the activity on Jupiter and PENGU and all the different launchpads, pump.fun as well, just to kind of get a bit of a feel for how well it's growing there as well. So where can I see Solana getting to kind of later in the year, or as we kind of move into 2027? I can see it comfortably getting up to kind of $300 to $500 range there as well. Could it go a lot higher? Potentially, yes. As we know, we're in a phase of relatively uncertainty as well, with everything going on in the Middle East and kind of socio-economic activities and wars here and there and things like that. So once that all gets kind of sorted out, I think crypto and general finance systems are going to kind of proper fly at the moment. We're kind of trading with our wings clipped at this moment, because there's just so much uncertainty. So I think given the right platform, given the right conditions and the headwinds, I think we can kind of definitely get there with Solana. So to compare, Hype is a clean, focused story based on one platform and one token on one revenue flywheel. Solana is a broad ecosystem play based on lots of different things like the apps, meme coins, AI, trading exchanges, and Hype and Solana can both do very well as well. So one of the key things I like to look for is kind of going on to DeFi Llama. If you don't know about it already, guys, it's a really good resource to kind of have a look at. So as we can see here, there's lots of different metrics. I won't kind of click through everything, because you could be on here for kind of days looking and kind of talking about all these different things, but it kind of gives a bit of an indication on kind of what fees are being generated, the kind of like the revenue. You can look at kind of daily, weekly, quarterly. We've got all that information here as well. So it's a good resource for kind of seeing, is the chain I'm looking at, is there good activity on it now? Is activity kind of gearing up, so you can kind of get ahead of the game and kind of see, oh yes, we can see more stuff returning to this coin as well. And we've got the Solana here as well, so we can kind of come and have a look at and compare all the stats as well, and kind of really kind of have a look. My favorite one I like to look at is kind of like the TVL and kind of like total value locked, and kind of see that slowly growing. That's a good indicator that kind of funds coming back to the specific meme coins, and money flooding into the chains as well. So kind of watch for early adoption there as well. So now, guys, I want to hear from you. Which are you watching more closely right now? Are you on Hype side, or you're on Solana side? So drop me a comment below, and if you'd like a deeper breakdown into kind of Hyperliquid and a bit more about the kind of tokenomics and kind of what it's all about, pop that in the comments as well. And if you'd like a little bit more in depth on Solana, and looking at kind of anything specific, kind of dexes or kind of key and up and coming meme coins on Solana as well, put that in the comments as well. So please like and subscribe to this video. It really does help the channel to grow, just getting back started by doing crypto videos as well. So I really appreciate kind of any likes and subscribes, guys. So thanks for stopping by. Phantom Echo out. See you later.